Hello, my name is Eleanor Wilson. I am a master's degree student in the Applied Digital Learning Program. I am currently a fourth grade ELAR teacher. Today, I'm going to be talking about instructional design. I am designing an online course for my fourth grade students. The subject and grade level address will be a fourth grade ELAR course, English, Language Arts, and Reading. The intended audience will consist of a PLC leader, fourth grade ELA partner teacher, and fourth grade students. Some key institutional documents that I'll be using are the course outline, my course schedule, and the course syllabus. I'll also be using Pink's 3-column table to organize my course. Since I am a face-to-face teacher, I will need to provide in-person lessons while incorporating online lessons. Hence, I will implement a blended learning approach to my course. I will mostly be using competency-based education due to standardized assessment that my fourth grade students have to take at the end of the year, but there will be somewhat of an outcome-based education portion online. I am constrained by state mandates, TEAC standards, and a state standardized end of the year exam. So there are certain standards that I am expected to teach and a certain way that I'm expected to teach it. I have slowly given over control of learning to my students over the past year. Some of the students were extremely uncomfortable with it, including myself, but many of my students thrived in that environment. But even still, I'm determined to continue to incorporate more aspects of COVA in my classroom, and I plan to do that through the online component of my course. How will I balance assessment for as learning? I am of the belief that the students should do all the heavy lifting, meaning they should be more in control of their learning. I will incorporate ways for my students to develop their own voice in their writing, as well as find ways for them to participate in a significant learning environment where they will assess and reflect upon their own writing and that of their peers. I will incorporate a variety of formative and summative assessments in my course that will encourage learner interaction, and I will continue to focus on peer collaboration and coaching to help my students become self-directed learners. As I continue to move my students into deeper learning, I will allow them to develop their own ideas because that's where I think the deeper learning is going to occur. Communication and feedback through small group instruction, those are very essential to move my students toward better quality writing and deeper learning. My big, hairy, audacious goal is that my fourth grade students will be able to compose a 4-paragraph extended constructed response in order to prepare for the end of the year state standardized test. Our learning goal, the learner will write an extended constructed response to a literary text. Some of the outcomes, learning outcomes are they should be able to develop drafts, clearly state a central idea, evaluate details, develop those details, and summarize text in a way that makes meaning. In the first week of our course, we are going to mostly focus on starting the course online with our course norms and procedures. We will be using Schoology, which is our LMS in our district. The students will complete a writing inventory. They will be introduced to the essential questions, and they will eventually write a digital writing sample just to gauge where they are starting out. In our second week, we're going to delve a little bit deeper into the extended constructed response. We're going to view a video on exactly what is an extended constructed response. I will teach a mini lesson. They will read a selection. And we will read the rubric, and they will write an introductory paragraph. As I go through, I will be gauging how the students are doing, and I will pull the students who need that support into small group instruction. The next week, we will actually start to plan our draft. I'm going to be utilizing Sirius, which is a digital learning tool that presents skill lessons on parts of an extended constructed response, and I'm going to introduce the RACES strategy, which is a strategy that the students use in order to write a constructed response. The students will use the selection, they will read a selection and use it to generate their ideas at this time. And we will work a little bit more on feedback and feed forward during this time. The students will move into revising their drafts. We're going to be utilizing Cambian, which has STAR practice on it. They will be able to review exemplars of other students, which will help them to revise and edit their own rough drafts and give feedback and feed forward to one another. And eventually the students will edit and publish their writing, and they will complete a reflection piece. So at the end, the students will be expected to complete a self-evaluation using a Google form, and they will be able to participate in cooperative learning interactions with their peers.